Is on the way, heading for a top of 17 degrees. And that is 9 News for this afternoon. Our next bulletin is coming up for you at 6 o'clock. Thanks for your company.
Welcome to Getaway. This week we are spending the night with the animals at the Jamala Wildlife Lodge.
This place offers one of the most wildly luxurious sleepovers in Australia.
We'll take you touring New Zealand's famous Art Deco city of Napier.
Who would have thought that way down here at the bottom of the planet there'd be somewhere like Napier punching with such cool and stylish charm?
But before all of that, we are heading to the top end.
There's nothing quite like a sunrise in the Australian outback, and some of the best you'll see are found in the country's red centre, a spectacular landscape of mountain ranges and desert plains. The red centre of the Northern Territory comprises of the Kings Canyon region, Uluru-Kata National Park, and of course, Alice Springs.
For many people, Alice Springs is the launching pad to get to Uluru, which is quite possibly Australia's most iconic landmark. But Alice is an incredible destination in its own right, as she's got all the charm and spirit that the red centre is famous for.
Geographically and culturally, Alice Springs is the heart of Australia's outback. As one of Australia's most remote cities, it boasts ancient landscapes and a strong connection to local Indigenous community.
I think people are really missing out on all of what is available to them here in Alice. If they just scoot on out to Uluru straight away, you know, they can stay here for a week and there's so much to do. You could fill every single day with exploration type activities.
Red Centre Adventures offers guided e-bike tours to Simpsons Gap, giving visitors the best opportunity to really appreciate the scenery.
No matter how hot it can get, with the e-bikes you set the pace and you're absolutely banging it, but you're not even working up a sweat.
Exactly, and that's what everyone loves about this tour. You know, they get the option to get out there, they're in nature, it's the sights, the scents, everything, you know, but you're still just enjoying yourself on two wheels without having to really push yourself.
Yeah.
Bike paths are well maintained throughout Alice, making a cycle tour one of the easiest ways to get around.
Oh, look at this view!
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah!
You've got the whole of the West Max here, and you've got all of these beautiful blue, hazy views over here.
You know what the coolest thing is like everywhere you look is just the most picturesque view, but also the clarity. It's just, you can just see, as far as you can see, it's just like
I know.
So clear.
It's beautiful, it truly is. Is that?
Seriously?
Yeah.
This doesn't even look real. Like it just looks like a cartoon or an animated film or something.
Isn't it beautiful?
This is insane. Like, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, the sheer size of it and everything makes you, like, you feel quite small.
Absolutely.
You feel really insignificant. It's such a beautiful landscape, but I think it's quite a humbling sight too.
Yeah, I agree. It's a perfect way to describe it. You know, it sort of puts everything into perspective.
Lukey, this has been insane, man. Thank you so much for an epic day. My mind is blown.
It's been such fun having you guys here. But seriously, there's one tiny little thing we've got left.
You got an extra surprise for us?
A little surprise. This is all part of the tour. But yeah, we've saved the best to last, that's for sure.
How about this bloody view?
I know, from down here it's even better. But you know, everyone, I promised you something special at the end, and look at this beautiful platter here we've got.
Sweetheart.
Right? It's a bush-inspired platter. made by a local company here in Alice Springs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had an epic day checking out the ranges. You come down to a sunset view like this, epic platter. What more could you want in the day?
Well,
Really?
you know what? I think I might even have one more little surprise, and there you go.
Cheers, legends. Thanks for a good day. And thank you.
Cheers.
Simpsons Gap is not only spectacular to look at, but it also holds huge spiritual significance to the local Arundel people. But honestly, no matter what your background is or where you're from, when you're here, it's hard not to feel a real connection with this land.
After the break, the simplicity, geometry and symmetry of New Zealand's Art Deco city, Napier. I pretty much love every aspect of this building.
Tonight in NBN News, residents face a big clean-up after flash flooding at Salamander Bay and Port Stephens. Regional hospitals to introduce safe staffing levels in emergency departments. A multi-million-dollar home under renovation destroyed by fire in Sydney's southwest. Coco Bella's yogurt recall widens. How will the Panthers respond to losing one of the craziest NRL finishers of all time? And a dino discovery in the UK. Details at 6.
The most majestic Sunday of the year.
This is your job? Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm pretty lucky. You are pretty lucky.
On 60 Minutes.
Mornings fast and furious? Try Hungry Jack's new Angry Brekkie Wrap and Barista Made Cap. Angry onions, spicy salsa and a hash brown all wrapped up. The Angry Brekkie Wrap and Cap. Morning start at Hungry Jack's.
To get it done, it takes a little Westpac.
TPG's high-speed NBN is only $64.99 a month, which means...
You're a winner.
Milo? Milo! Guaranteed lowest price NBN. TPG.
Where am I? The year 1714. If my brothers hear the slightest whisper of a freezer, they'll kill him.
What if you never find her?
I will.
Every year, more than 26,000 Australians suffer a sudden cardiac arrest. Only 5% survive. We survive because of the quick actions of brave bystanders. Even without training, you can save a life. Remember, call, push, shock.
With HomePay and Hibbard, you can now build without worrying about your mortgage repayments for up to 12 months. It's home ownership made easy, exclusive to Hibbard Homes. To stop waiting and start building, visit the Hibbard Homes team today.
Are you concerned about a will? Feel left out? Or need to defend a claim? We're in it together to establish your eligibility. You may be able to contest the estate when you turn to Turnbull Hill Lawyers.
Outdoor elegance, leading designs, stunning styles and colours. Find the perfect settings for your outdoor space at Outdoor Elegance. Online or Erina and Bennett's Green.
Hungry Jack's fried chicken. It's different. New spicy chicken ribs. Juicy bone-in chicken. Fried to crispy perfection. Go on, get into them. Spicy chicken ribs. Pure at Hungry Jack's.
We have given away some cracking prizes of late, but we're taking it up a notch.
Next week, we have a daily concert giveaway up for grabs. Also, we have 10 grand to refresh your home for spring.
Wow. Plus, to celebrate dads, we have the ultimate Crown Sydney experience to give away. Flights, accommodation and world-class dining. Yes, be watching.
On the 3rd of February 1931, an earthquake measuring 7.8 on the Richter powered up beneath here to crush and crumble and set ablaze to and wipe out the city of Napier. What followed was one of the greatest examples. We're in the Art Deco town of Napier on the east coast of New Zealand's North Island, about an hour's flight from Auckland. And today, I'm exploring it in style with my chauffeur Tony, a volunteer guide from the Art Deco Trust. Nice car, Tony. What is it?
It's a 1940 Packard from the United States of America.
And a convertible.
And a convertible.
Oh, thank you. The Art Deco Trust helps preserve the town's historical buildings using monies raised from its annual festival and tours, including my 1.5-hour vintage car ride today.
Now, when they had the opportunity to build again, it came about very, very quickly. Within a couple of weeks, they'd appointed 2 commissioners, an engineer and a magistrate, with total power to oversee the rebuild. That was the key to the whole thing.
No bureaucracy.
No bureaucracy.
Remarkably, there was one building that did survive the earthquake, which held the key to the city's rebuild.
The Public Trust building, built 9 years before the earthquake, of reinforced concrete. And that building lifted up with the land 2 metres, finished up perfectly level, and that gave them the confidence to build in reinforced concrete.
This city is a living reminder of the optimism that inspired the century-old Art Deco movement. From its simplicity, geometry and symmetry, all wrapped up within the fragrant colour palettes. I pretty much love every aspect of this building. The motifs here, the wrought ironwork is fantastic.
Absolutely. The day of the earthquake, the building was destroyed, but they actually printed a 1-page newspaper for the next day, trying to communicate with people.
It looks like a solid building now.
Yeah.
Tony has suggested I take a look inside Napier's Municipal Theatre, leaving me in the capable hands of another passionate Art Deco Trust volunteer, Robin. Hello.
Welcome, David, to our beautiful theatre here in Napier. Let me show you around.
Lovely.
So when it was built, it was very forward-thinking of its time. They thought at that stage it may have been used for movies, because cinematography, of course, in Hollywood was becoming rising up. And so they didn't build it as the standard opera house.
Fantastic lighting everywhere.
The lighting up here is absolutely stunning. Very strong nautical themes, which we have been told is the replica of the lighting that was used in the ballroom of the old Queen Mary.
But not everyone was a fan, and after it reopened in 1938, it was not without its critics.
Aesthetically, it was a very lovely theatre, but functionally, it was totally impractical. It had very bad sight lines, very bad acoustics, and so people complained bitterly about it. The critiques were very, very strong. They decided that they needed to do some major alterations and reopened it in 1997.
Yeah, I was going to say, because...
Yeah, no, there's great
the
acoustics
sound
now.
good, yeah.
No, the acoustics are excellent.
Our final stop is the iconic National Tobacco Company building. This building is now home to the National Distillery, arguably producer of New Zealand's best gin, and offers both tastings and tours. And my guide today is Ginny. And yes, that is her real name. What is this gin?
This is our London Dry. It's called Verdigris, after that beautiful green colour. It's called Verdigris Green.
Well, something about gin too, isn't it? You have a sip of gin and the world seems a better place.
Absolutely. It's always gin o'clock.
Yes.
You know, make gin, not war.
Exactly. and chemically speaking, gin is a solution.
It absolutely is.
Whether you're visiting Napier for its unique design or nostalgia, the best way to immerse yourself is at the Art Deco Masonic Hotel. Each of the 43 heritage rooms offer a unique layout, blending original charm with modern comforts. And if you plan to bring your Art Deco curious friends, the hotel also offers a 2-bedroom apartment, perfect for extended stays. On the 6th of January 1954, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip visited Napier on their first ever royal tour of New Zealand and stayed at the hotel here. They made appearances on the balcony to wave to the Antipodeans. When they were asked if they'd like a memento of their visit, they requested 2 portraits, one of Prince Charles and one of Princess Anne, which the hotel had commissioned. And keen monarchists would have noticed those very same portraits sitting on the Queen's desk during her annual televised Christmas message. I say hoorah and pip pip.
safari is on your bucket list, then let me tell you, this once-in-a-lifetime experience doesn't require a passport. Oh, I'll show you where after the break.
We trust them with our children's lives.
You drop your child off in a place that you think is safe, and then this happens.
The billion-dollar industry cashing in on our kids.
Australia's childcare betrayal.
What was it like turning up here?
Walking into a ticking time bomb.
Infants eating food scraps off the floor.
That was a one-off issue.
John, it should never happen.
I
Children
agree.
eating food off floors.
How did it go so wrong?
Governments have allowed it to happen.
Plus, the most majestic Sunday of the year.
This is your job? Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm pretty lucky. You are pretty lucky.
On 60 Minutes.
McDonald Land's newest thick volcanic shake has arrived. It's made for adults. And get the new McDonald Land shake with one of 6 souvenirs when you order the McDonald Land meal.
Oh yeah, it feels good to make progress. With Newcastle Permanent's great low rates and up to $3,000 cash back when you apply for your home loan online, we're here to help you move forward. And we're here for good.
What does it mean to be in balance?
It's all about being in balance.
Where does balance begin?
Which makes sense.
To being in balance. Balance your being.
That's real well-being.
Now with double the network coverage, make your move to Vodafone.
The Nick Scali winter sale ends Sunday with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40% during the winter sale. Ends Sunday at Nick Scali.
Need absorbent underwear that's got your back and front? Connie's reusable absorbent underwear keeps you confident, feels secure, comfortable and protected with Connie.
The new 2025 Caravans have arrived at Allen Graham, so come and put us to the test.
Do they have lithium batteries? Check. Off-grid camping? Check. Australian made? Absolutely.
You'll love our new range. Come and put us to the test.
The Roy Orbison story. From his initial success in the 60s to the resurgence of his career in latter years, Roy Orbison's voice remained remarkable. His unique songs conveyed vulnerability, fun, love and loss. Starring Mark Shelley, whose brilliant portrayal of the character and extraordinary vocals of Roy brings audiences to their feet. The Roy Orbison story.
Played a perfect game.
Hold your nerve, Australia.
Hang on.
The freakiest drop.
This has never happened before.
In tipping point history.
Hello?
Is coming. Monday at 5 on 9 and 9 now.
The thing I love about 5-star stays is the little included luxuries. Bathrobe, bubbles, room with a view. Yep, this place offers one of the most wildly luxurious sleepovers in Australia. Hi, Maya. Forget flying to Africa for a safari experience. Jamala Wildlife Lodge is just minutes from Canberra's city centre. Set within the National Zoo and Aquarium, Jamala offers the rare chance to stay in luxury accommodation, surrounded by some of the planet's most endangered and majestic creatures. The accommodated bungalow is unique, yet tastefully designed to feature all the little luxuries. Then there's the giraffe tree houses where every afternoon you can feed your new friend from your very own private balcony. Hi, Sky. houses animals from all over the world. And every stay includes exclusive tours.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to get you to come
But
in.
the real magic comes with booking an up-close encounter.
So we are now in our cheetah habitat. All right, we've got 3 beautiful boys in here. They are all brothers. They're gorgeous, and there's not a guest who walks in that doesn't just go, wow.
The Meet a Cheetah experience is certainly a wow moment.
We're going to come around this side.
Okay.
So you're going to come around here with me. We're going from below the fluff.
Okay.
And that really smooth stroke straight down his spine.
Now, I know you said to put a bit of pressure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He doesn't like a feeling like he's being tickled. He wants to feel like it's a massage.
Ooh, well, I hope I'm doing a good job there, boy.
Oh, he's looking pretty happy.
I love the sound of that purr.
Yeah. Cheetahs are one of only 2 big cats that can purr. Now, you should actually be able to feel his spine. Cheetahs are a lean species. That's all about the speed. So they go from this effortless just walk to potentially over 100 kilometres per hour.
These experiences give guests a greater appreciation of these incredible creatures and help fund vital conservation projects. It does feel like I'm in a movie almost, and they're not real.
That surreal experience, yeah, I remember the first time coming into their habitat and you just sit there in awe. There's no other emotion. It's just plain awe. Getting to spend time with them and in their presence every time is special.
The zoo offers many awe-inspiring encounters. And come nightfall, Jamala really comes alive. Stop! He's huge.
Massive. Hello, Jake.
Oh, he's very pretty.
You are beautiful. And he knows it. This is the Jake show. We just, yeah.
Hey, I'll sit back and watch.
Oh, exactly.
The guests of honour join us for dinner, a 4-course feast fit for a king of the savannah. Oh, look at this. That's impressive. Meals and drinks are part of your all-inclusive stay. And the food is spectacular.
It is, yes, absolutely.
And what I love the most, top tip, if you bring your kids, you can actually eat in peace because they take the kids away on their own little tour.
They do. Our wonderful guides will take them exploring, so mums and dads can relax and have their main meal.
You've sold me.
Glass of wine in peace. Yep.
It's a place you'll never forget.
Coming up, you and I are exploring the Douro River.
Cruising along it is the best way to absorb this charming piece of Portugal.
Tonight in NBN News, nurses yet to celebrate new safer staffing ratios for emergency departments, claiming change could still be years away. Famine confirmed in Gaza, 500,000 people facing starvation and death. Ghislaine Maxwell labels the US president a gentleman, the Epstein associate saying Trump was never inappropriate. And the Knights coach insists they've still got plenty to play for tomorrow in their final home game of the season against the Broncos. That's coming up next.
The stage is set for a Never Say Die Saturday night showstopper. The Eels have nothing to lose. Unbelievable! The Roosters charging towards the finals with everything to win. This is one of the tries of the year! This is incredible! A cracking night of footy. Towards our stuff. Eels Roosters, Saturday night footy, live and free on 9 and 9 now.
Get your dose of delicious with Domino's Cookie Dessert Pizza. Handmade donut dough topped with choc lava, cookie crumble and drizzled with irresistible icing. New cookie dessert pizza from $10 at Domino's.
Oh, I'll get this. We're still up for ice skating, or is that on hold?
Thank you. We'll take it.
ANZ Falcon technology learns from thousands of data points on your transactions, so it can help spot the difference between you and fraud. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
The dishwasher doesn't dry the dishes well enough.
Try Finish Rinse Save.
For 2 times better drying, including on plastic, improving shine and protecting glasses.
Finish, the real life hack.
All-electric Toyota BZ4X.
Hey Toyota, take us to Evie's Park.
The route guidance will start now.
Available now with a 1.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance. Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
What makes a big arch so good? Is it big juicy beef, crispy onion, or is it the melty cheese smothered in big arch sauce? It's everything. New Big Arch for Big Macca's hunger.
I can make everything nice with Tilda steamed rice, red curry, green curry. I can beef up a burrito or flavour some fish. Make dinner for one or a banquet for everyone. Pile it up or style it up. Tilda, elevate your plate.
Oh my God. Bedroom luxury on a grand scale.
It is stunning.
Grand bedroom reveals. Sunday 7 o'clock.
The Douro Valley is famous as the birthplace of port, and also it's the oldest wine region in the world. But you don't have to be a wine aficionado to appreciate its gobsmacking beauty, fascinating history and delicious food. And it all centres on the Rio Douro, the Douro River, and cruising along it is the best way to absorb this charming piece of Portugal.
Scenic Azure is absolutely the most sublime way to take in the sights of the Douro Valley. Our 11-day scenic river cruise kicked off in Porto and then headed east down the Douro, and today edged us into one of Portugal's hidden treasures.
In 1991, while building a dam in this valley, workers discovered rock art. Now, hats off to the Portuguese government. They halted construction and instead created this incredible archaeological park. And it's because of this that we now have an idea of what life was like in 22,000 BC.
The Coa Valley Archaeological Park, as it's now known, is home to more than 80 rock art sites and a monumental museum.
Aldina, you have this incredible museum here, but the real museum is out in the valley.
Yes, it's behind me. The real museum where the rock art of our ancestors were found.
The landscape is as rich in history as it is in beauty, with relics uncovered dating back many thousands of years.
The archaeologists, when they excavate, they found utensils that when we looked at that, utensils are stones. They are stones touched by our ancestors. They are stones that, with that stones, they could hunt, they could draw the engravings. So it's their day life.
Coa Museum allows visitors to travel back in time.
What animals can you see there? You've obviously gone over them in colours, so it's more obvious.
We can see the aurochs.
Back on board Scenic Azure, there's time to soak up the European summer with a barbecue on the sun deck before our afternoon adventure. At any time, guests can opt to stay on the ship and laze about in the lounge, soak in the Vitality pool, or just hang out in the comfort of your own balcony suite. But I couldn't resist a tour to the fairy tale-like village of Prober's End.
Prober's End is the oldest and it was the most important village in
Douro Valley, just because it's on the top of the hill, and a lot of families came here to build their houses to maintain the power of port wine, not industry, but port wine production.
So it was a very wealthy little town.
Very, very wealthy.
One of the most ancient and important manor houses of the village is Casa da Calçada, and it's been in Manuel's family for several generations.
It's so wonderful that you open your doors up and welcome everyone.
You know, when we see friends in our house in Portugal, we like to share something to eat. It's like a welcome. I have here the bola. Bola is the bread that you make like the old times with your hands. Everything is with your hands. Another thing that is also fantastic, it's this. This is our personality from Douro Valley. This is our character, this is our life, this is our passion, port wine. I know that you enjoy also port wine in Australia.
I love it.
But this is the original one.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure.
Oh. Delicious.
Explore the wonders of Portugal in truly all-inclusive ultra-luxury on board Scenic Azure. Exclusive scenic and rich experiences, scenic free choice activities, all on-board meals and drinks are included. Secure your 2026 river cruise with economy class flights included, valued up to $2,900 per person. Getaway viewers can save an additional $300 per person with an exclusive voucher. To request your voucher, visit scenic.com.au/getaway, call 1300 790 372 or speak to your nearest travel advisor.
Thank you so much for getting away with us again. Next week, our cruise along the mighty Douro River continues.
This whole experience is like a choose your own adventure.
Plus, I am beyond excited because I get to show you how wonderful Sri Lanka is.
It is considered as the highest density of the leopards in the whole world.
Better get me here. Until then, you travel safely. Bon voyage.
Tonight, not ditching nuclear. The senior coalition members still backing the energy policy. Man-made famine declared in Gaza City as Israel prepares to step up its military offensive. Ghislaine Maxwell remembers Donald Trump as a gentleman in the latest in the Epstein Files saga. More nurses for more hospitals, safer staffing ratios expanded across regional emergency departments. And milestone match ends in pain.
This is NBN News with Jane Goldsmith.
Good evening. The architects of the coalition's energy policy are showing no sign of ditching their nuclear dream for Australia. Despite one of their worst ever election results in May, senior figures in the Liberals and Nationals are tonight publicly praising nuclear power and its importance.
In the Sunshine State, the scene of so much darkness for the coalition at the election, Nationals leader David Littleproud puts a positive spin on things.
They held their nose and voted for Anthony Albanese. It's not because they're in love with him, it's because we didn't do a good enough job in selling that message. So there is not the challenge but the opportunity.
With a passionate defence of the nuclear policy the coalition took to the last election.
I believe transmission lines, solar panels and wind turbines.
The Nationals led the nuclear discussion. Ted O'Brien was responsible in shadow cabinet. He's now the most senior Liberal from Queensland in Canberra.
The problem to solve is how do we get the cheapest electricity that we can? That's the problem to solve.
I'm calling on the opposition to learn the lessons from the election.
The government picked up 7 seats in Queensland, the majority coming from the coalition. One of those was Peter Dutton's. He was acknowledged at the conference yesterday, but won't be returning.
He brought his values and principles in shaping our nation. and he has something he should be deeply proud of, and I'm deeply proud of him.
Parliament returns next week, and after a fortnight dominated by debate over foreign policy in the Middle East, the focus is set to return to Australia's domestic challenges.
We made a clear commitment at the election that low-paid workers shouldn't go backwards.
Protections for penalty rates and cheaper medicines legislation due to come before the Parliament.
We took this commitment to the election, and so I hope that all senators will respect that and pass the bill.
Charles Croucher, NBN News.
3 men have been stabbed at a house party in Melbourne early this morning. Gatecrashers with machetes forced their way into the property, which was leased out on booking.com. 2 of the injured men are recovering in hospital. The third left the scene. 5 people have been killed after a tour bus rolled on its way back to New York City from Niagara Falls. More than 50 people were on board, with several children among those taken to hospital.
It's believed the operator became distracted, lost control, overcorrected, and ended up on the right shoulder there.
The driver has told investigators he lost control while the bus was at full speed, causing it to hit a median strip and flip. Famine has been confirmed in Gaza City. The hunger crisis described as a man-made disaster that could have been prevented. Israel is dismissing the UN-backed report as an outright lie, pushing ahead with its military assault.
500,000 people are facing starvation, destitution and death. Famine confirmed in Gaza, the UN-backed food security body IPC declaring this famine is entirely man-made. It can be halted and reversed.
Yet food stacks up at borders because of systematic obstruction by Israel. It is a famine within a few hundred metres of food.
This is significant because in the history of the IPC, there have only been very few famines. This is the first time that a famine is confirmed in the Middle East.
Israel is dismissing the report, Prime Minister Netanyahu calling it an outright lie. The Defence Ministry saying the data is based on Hamas lies.
This is my 4th time coming here since the conflict began, and it is the worst that I have seen.
The famine declaration is concentrated to Gaza City for now. The report warning it will spread to other areas by September unless urgent action is taken.
A famine that will and must haunt us all.
Gaza City now in famine while preparing for an Israeli military offensive. The Minister of Defence posting on X, soon the gates of hell will open upon the heads of Hamas's murderers and rapists in Gaza.
That would be catastrophic. We're already facing our worst fears, but if there was to be a military escalation in Gaza City, I cannot imagine how much worse things could become.
Enough. For humanity's sake.
In London, Jessica Millward, NBN News.
Convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell has labelled US President Donald Trump a gentleman. The Epstein associate saying he was never inappropriate during a 9-hour interview, which was today made public.
Amidst a trove of transcripts and hours of audio, Ghislaine Maxwell endorsing the US president.
In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
The Epstein associate telling the Deputy Attorney General, who was the president's former personal attorney, that despite a friendship between Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, there was nothing untoward.
I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody.
Give them everything you can give them, because it's a Democrat hoax. It's just a hoax. The whole Epstein thing is a Democrat hoax.
The interview, carried out last month and released today, naming but not implicating multiple high-profile personalities, including former US President Bill Clinton and Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
We went dinosaur bone hunting in the Dakotas.
Maxwell also claimed this photograph of her, Prince Andrew and Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre, who took her life in April, is fake.
I believe that this whole thing was manufactured.
9 hours of questioning, but no new allegations or leads. And throughout the process, Maxwell, who has previously been accused of perjury, maintained her innocence.
Donald Trump hasn't ruled out giving Ghislaine Maxwell a presidential pardon. And in this interview, the convicted sex trafficker who was serving a 20-year prison sentence was full of praise for the US president.
I admire his extraordinary achievement in becoming the president now, and I like him, and I've always liked him.
It's essentially exactly what the White House was looking for, right? They needed someone to say there is no client list, and they needed someone to say President Trump has never done anything wrong.
A new tranche of information, but the calls for clarity continue. In the United States, Lauren Tomasi, NBN News.
The FBI has searched the home and office of Donald Trump's former National Secretary Advisor and now fierce critic John Bolton. He wasn't detained and no charges have been laid. The raid's reportedly part of an investigation into the handling of classified documents. The US president says he didn't want to know about what had unfolded. A man has been charged with the murder of an older male known to him in Goulburn. Police were called to a home yesterday where they found the body of the 55-year-old with significant facial injuries. A 24-year-old was arrested at a nearby house last night and remains in custody. 3 people have been rushed to hospital in Gosford after a school bus being used to transport rail passengers collided with a car. The incident unfolding around 12 p.m. on the M1 Pacific motorway southbound at Mooney, causing significant delays. The drivers of the bus and car both returned negative breath tests. Nurses say they're yet to celebrate new ratios announced today for Maitland Hospital, claiming change could still be years away. While recruitment has begun, nurses fear it will be a slow process unless wages are boosted.
Run off their feet on little sleep. ED nurses Monique and Jaden claim that's the norm at Maitland Hospital.
Our experience is hard. Every shift is really hard.
Both have worked at Maitland's emergency department for 6 years and say their workload is only increasing.
We seem to have grown in our catchment zone, so we've got ambulances that never would normally come to us are coming to us, and we're just still really struggling to keep up with that uptake.
They now fear their burnout could impact patient safety.
We are constantly in a battle to make sure our patients are well cared for, but we're also constantly in a battle with our own self-doubt because we know that we can't provide the care that they deserve due to our excessive workload.
Maitland MP Jenny Aitchison today announcing safe staffing ratios will be introduced.
1 nurse to 3 patients in the emergency departments in this hospital.
Recruitment has now begun, but nurses say equal pay rates need to be introduced.
We've been offered a 20% night shift penalty. In Western Australia, people can get a 30% night shift penalty. That's one example. We've got about a $10,000 a year discrepancy between us and Queensland.
A spokesperson for the Health Minister telling NBN News the hospital will commence rostering safe staffing levels in coming months.
The nurses know that I am very supportive of them getting more money. We know that has to happen. We know that the conditions have to be better.
Risa Utama, NBN News.
Some Port Stephens residents have been forced to leave after yesterday's downpour saw flash flooding rush through their homes. Locals have been battling the effects of soaked ground for 2 months as the region has experienced record-breaking rainfall.
Water streams through the Elliott family's Salamander Bay home. Their living room turned lake. Carpet soaked, they salvage what they can. Their neighbours on Government Road brought to tears.
You're walking out of your house trying to take things that mean the most to you because you know you're not going to move back into it. So, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see.
A day on, the sun is shining, the residents too busy to talk and turning to emergency accommodation. The water still draining, their backyard underwater for 2 months. Next door, a similar story. The usually dry reserve backing onto homes, now seemingly a dam. It was a puddle just a month ago.
We've got the sand that's completely saturated. It's not only that, but the sand hills are saturated too.
Government Road residents who've lived here for more than a decade say they've never seen the waters so high and remained stagnant for so long. Floodwaters pooled behind these homes now for more than a month. Nearby Williamtown Weather Station has recorded its wettest January to August on record, with over 1,500 millimetres of rain falling across more than 90 days. Government roads bitumen pockmarked with potholes. Parts of Nelson Bay Road also cordoned off.
Everything is back open, but we're monitoring all of the spots where every time it rains the water's creeping over the roads.
But Government Road residents say potholes aren't their top priority.
We now have people who are now homeless, who now no longer have a house.
Gabriella Warner, NBN News.
Irukandji shark and ray encounters is helping investigate why more than 30 green sea turtles have washed up dead this month around Port Stephens in a diseased condition. New South Wales National Parks is still working to determine the cause, but Ryan Piera isn't ruling out a connection to the wet weather.
If you're seeing them just continuously on the surface, they're sick. If you see them lethargic, they're sick. If they're on the beach, whatever you do, please don't just put them back in the water. They do drown.
Anyone who spots a turtle in trouble should contact the Irukandji Centre or National Parks. Port Stephens Council is firming up its master plan to develop Medowi's town centre. Shop-top housing, a library and skate park could be built on 45 hectares of council-owned land opposite Woolworths on Ferrodale Road. The community can expect to see early work begin within the next 6 months.
They'll probably see some roadworks and parking, I would think. We'll need to widen the road and look at the roundabout or the potential roundabout or some sort of traffic control on the corner of Pepper Tree and Ferrodale.
A workshop will be held at the Medowi Community Hall from 12 to 2 p.m. on Monday to get feedback from locals. 6 Hunter Valley vineyards have taken home a dozen gold medals between them at the Sydney Royal Wine Show. Tyrrell's at Pecolben, the standout, with its 2013 Semillon winning 3 trophies, including Best Wine in the State. Its 4th-generation winemaker Bruce Tyrrell was also recently awarded New South Wales's Legend of the Vine. A sensational sunny Saturday after so much wet, dreary weather. Strong southwesterly winds this afternoon. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, a multi-million-dollar home under renovation engulfed in flames. Convicted killer Lyle Menendez learns his fate from California's parole board after his brother was denied freedom. And a dinosaur discovery in the UK.
Oh my God, bedroom luxury on a grand scale.
It is stunning.
Grand bedroom reveals, Sunday 7 o'clock.
Experience Mediterranean Highlights Cruise from $3,999 per person, including flights. Visit timeless Rome, then board a 7-night Princess Cruise to the Amalfi Coast, the Greek islands and more. Search TripADeal now.
The award-winning Nissan X-Trail, now even better value, with ST two-wheel drive available from $39,990 drive away, all backed by Australia's only 10-year, 300,000-kilometre warranty. Head into your local Nissan dealer today.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Sometimes there are problems we shouldn't have to solve alone. So we're on call to be your guide with our 24/7 Medibank mental health phone and chat support, available to our health insurance members. Live better with Medibank.
With a house frame made from TrueCore steel, your home is ready for a full life. For a home
that's built to last.
Choose the inner strength of True Core Steel.
The plush sofa sale ends Sunday with up to 50% off selected leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the plush sofa sale. Ends Sunday. 45 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think sofas, think plush.
At Red Energy, there's a human behind every headset, ready to support you with service when it matters most. It's just one of the reasons we're CanStar Blue's most awarded energy retailer. Make the switch to Red today.
Eureka's Stocktake sale is on now. Enjoy 50 to 80% off all furniture with interest-free finance available up to 36 months and most products in stock. There's never been a better time to buy. Shop Eureka Furniture in-store or online today.
Go Harvey Norman and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. That's right, spend $2.99 or more on selected cooking appliances and get 10% in gift cards. Create your dream kitchen now. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman.
The former president of Sri Lanka has been arrested over allegations he misused public funds during his time in office. Ranil Wickremesinghe served as leader from 2022 to 2024 and is accused of using the money to attend his wife's graduation ceremony in London. He had been credited with stabilising Sri Lanka after the country's economic upheaval. Russia's Minister for Foreign Affairs has told US media no meeting is currently planned between Vladimir Putin and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. He says Mr. Putin will meet for a summit when an agenda is ready, but at this stage there isn't one. The remarks have cast new doubt over Donald Trump's attempt to end the war. Parole a day after his brother Eric was also blocked from leaving prison. The Menendez brothers were sentenced to life behind bars for killing their parents in 1989. Their case back in the public eye following a popular Netflix series. They'll be able to apply for parole again in 3 years. A multi-million-dollar home on a sprawling property has been destroyed by fire in Sydney's southwest. It's the second time in as many months a blaze has broken out of the property near Camden, with both now being investigated by police.
An inferno's glow at first light. Firefighters battling a fierce blaze in Grasmere. More than 30 of them called to Dominic's place at 5:30 this morning when neighbours noticed the danger.
Me and my brother were up in our rooms. We usually do 100 push-ups, 200 push-ups in the morning, every morning. Gym, you know how it is, get busy. And then we turn around and see that the house is fully on fire.
It was a very aggressive fire. I can tell by the damage to some of the materials on the house that temperatures exceeded 660 degrees.
The charred home collapsing.
Second level of the house has predominantly fallen to the floor.
The house sits on an acre bought in 2005, estimated to be worth more than $2.5 million. It was being renovated, meaning the owners weren't home when the fire started. But it wasn't empty.
They've been well fed and cared for by the firefighters as part of their role here this morning.
This is the second time firefighters have been called to this property in the last few months. The last fire in June was started under suspicious circumstances and caused just minor damage. That's not the case this time around.
Police now working with firefighters to find out if this fire is suspicious too.
A new dinosaur has been discovered on the Isle of Wight off the coast of England, with the species having a very distinctive sail-like structure down its back. That feature has also helped in choosing its name. London's Natural History Museum has announced it will be named in honour of record-breaking British sailor Ellen MacArthur. Coming up next, a recall broadened for a popular brand of yogurt. Meet the care flight nurse going on overseas missions with a doctor who saved her own life. And NASA's extreme human experiment in the name of exploring life on Mars.
With Light and Easy, you're cooking less, eating better and getting great results.
I have lost 102 kilos and I feel fantastic. I feel freer and fitter and just happier.
Live a healthier, better life with Light and Easy.
My property portfolio is protected by Terry Shear. I wouldn't trust anyone else.
As a first-time investor, Terry Shear provides the security I need.
With Terry Shear, we're more comfortable about our investment property.
Landlord insurance for just $1.50 or less per day. Get a quote, call Terry Shear or go online.
Hey, hon. I was thinking that we could order something.
No need, my darling. I prepared a delectable, sticky pork stir fry. Did you get the paper towels?
Honey, did you buy the paper towels?
Yes.
Get some pork on your fork.
What?
40th birthday. Excellent choice. Now, let's talk Father's Day.
How do you spell secateurs?
Father's Day, made by 1+U. 18-volt line trimmer kit, great value at $2.29. Available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Ryobi.
Yeah, some telcos don't run enough lines to the internet, so when they conk out, speeds run dry. But at Aussie Broadband, we run backups on backups, so you can be sure your internet's always flowing.
Buy direct from the factory and save big. Get a free Tank World 45 pump with our Slimline 2,000 litre tank from $8.45 and 5,000 litre from $18.95. While stocks last, only at Tank World, proudly Aussie owned.
It's a clearance frenzy at Better. Cooktops and ovens from $3.99, bar fridges from $2.50, washers from $4.99, even Father's Day gifts for under $50. Now that's making life better. Hurry into your local Better while stocks last.
The Nick Scali winter sale ends Sunday with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40% during the winter sale. Ends Sunday at Nick Scali.
Need absorbent underwear that's got your back and front? Connie's reusable absorbent underwear keeps you confident, feels secure, comfortable and protected with Connie.
Go Harvey Norman hot deals on AMD AI-powered laptops. Save $300 on this supercharged Lenovo IdeaPad 5, now under $1,200. Or for next-level performance, this Lenovo just $1,498. AMD AI-powered laptops at Harvey Norman now.
NASA is about to embark on a daring human experiment, shutting 4 volunteers off from the world for over a year. Small living quarters, no phones, and only rehydrated food will be served up as scientists eye Mars as the next home for humanity.
So then we go on to Mars. So welcome to the Martian surface.
This is one small step in the mission to get man on the red planet.
Priority for NASA right now is to land the first humans on Mars, and Chapea is a really important stepping stone to get us there.
Inside this facility at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, 4 people are about to be locked away for 378 days.
We're putting them in an extremely unusual environment. Earth sustains life fairly easily, but the Martian surface doesn't. So we need the crew to survive and thrive.
The idea of life on Mars has been played out by Hollywood filmmakers.
This will come as quite a shock to my crewmates, and to NASA, and to the entire world. But I'm still alive.
In reality, NASA has been studying the 4th planet from the Sun for years. Rovers gathering crucial information. This experiment, only the second of its kind, is about testing the body and mind.
A crew of 4, you live and work with that crew and never get to go home.
The facility is known as Chapea, or the Crew Health and Performance Exploration Analogue. It's a 3D printed home, about half the size of an average Australian house. There are bedrooms, a kitchen, a living room. Crew can watch movies but won't have access to social media, and they'll have problems to solve, including how to deal with limited supplies of water and food. Everything they eat will be rehydrated.
It tastes pretty good. What we hear often is that the texture is often lacking. So it's a little bit like canned vegetables, that it tastes like asparagus, but it's soggy.
NASA will practice communication delays. Sending a message from Earth to Mars could take between 12 and 22 minutes, and the same for the reply to come back, all critical for the grand plan.
Think about that for a moment. We won't even know if a crew has safely landed on Mars until 22 minutes after it has occurred. Whatever has been will have been.
So here, everything needs to be tried and tested.
We would expect things up to like a 6-hour spacewalk. So instead of having them stay in the space, we have them done virtual reality.
So this is what the 4 volunteers will experience for a little more than a year, a simulation of life on the Martian planet, all in the hope of learning more for an extraordinary mission to where no person has gone before. NASA has its sights set on a manned journey to Mars next decade. Before the next giant leap, one giant test. That starts in October. So the excitement here, well...
Yeah, it's palpable.
In the
They're known for their dairy-free products, but batches of Cocobella yogurt have been found to contain cow's milk. The National Food Regulator recalling dozens of items from its coconut yogurt stock marked with use-by dates up to and including October 6. Customers with a milk allergy or intolerance should not consume these products and can return them for a full refund. No one knows the inside of a Care flight plane better than nurse Emily Lanner. And 6 years after she was a patient, she's now taking to the skies with the doctor who saved her life. The pair recently returning from their first overseas trip in a full circle moment.
Care flight nurse Emily and Dr. Toby are a well-oiled machine.
Okay, bougies down, tube on please.
We're already the tube.
But their bond started well before their first mission together. In 2019, Emily was critically injured in a skiing accident in New Zealand. She'd just accepted a job with Care Flight but hadn't yet started work. She was medevac to Sydney, Toby leading the mission.
It has been a long journey, but it's great to see a good nurse sort of pick herself up, dust herself off and get back.
After extensive rehab, Emily started work in 2022. Her full circle moment coming in May this year, an international rescue mission with Toby to the Solomon Islands.
I was very nervous flying with Toby because, you know, being that he's the medical director and then, you know, for him to see how far I'd come, I felt a bit nervous, but it was pretty amazing.
To be able to fly that job just recently where there was sort of a great closure over a long saga.
Emily is now flying high and credits her recovery to the job she loves.
I think that coming back to work and doing such a physical job actually helped me recover a little bit quicker and gave me a kind of a drive to get better.
Care Flight is typically there for the worst moment of somebody's life, something Emily knows firsthand. She's now using her experience to help her patients.
I know how that feels, so I try and do everything I can to reassure and to make the experience as positive as possible for the patients and their families as well.
From needing a helping hand to now offering one. With her team behind her, for Emily, the sky's the limit.
Being a nurse is a dynamic job and there's lots of opportunities and I'm open to all of them.
James Wilson, NBN News.
A good season in the Snowy Mountains has attracted a bumper crowd, and bad driving has kept police busy, issuing more than 1,500 fines in just 2 months. That includes $300 penalties for nearly 50 drivers who weren't carrying snow chains, which are mandatory for two-wheel drives. It appears Prince Harry has picked up a new hobby since moving to California. Wife Meghan has posted on Instagram a video of him surfing at a wave park. The prince, who reportedly started surfing in 2020, displaying a fair amount of skill. Thousands of animal lovers have flocked to Sydney for a celebration of our favourite four-legged companions. The Dog and Cat Lovers Festival is the biggest in the country.
A parade of pedigree pooches making a splash at Australia's biggest dog show. First up, the dash of the pint-sized pups. It wasn't Toast Day, but it was Lacey's, crowned speediest dog.
You're a proud dog mum? They're good girls. As long as they're happy, I'm happy.
25,000 animal lovers expected right across the weekend. Dog dancing, a crowd pleaser. Hugh Jackman living up to his namesake.
It's a showman name for a showman dog.
All my dogs have names that suit them.
While others were there to sniff out the latest accessories.
This right here has got to be the Rolls Royce of dog beds. It's 100% memory foam and will cost you $695. But hey, what's too much for man's best friend?
The next pavilion over, a dog-free zone where cats reign supreme.
Cats versus dogs. Oh, definitely cats.
And Rhonda should know she has 20 of them.
They bring so much love and companionship to people.
And from the cat lady to the kitten lady, this animal rescuer has won the hearts of 4 million fans on social media.
I lure people in with the cuteness of kittens and then try to kind of convert them into becoming involved in animal welfare.
Rescue cats up for adoption right across the weekend.
Our main aim is just to try and find them all homes.
And with my cat currently leaving surprises around the house, I'm at the animal psychic who's delivered Pearl this message.
You have to stop what you're doing so that they will have more time to interact or play.
And with the catitude in my life hopefully sorted, the Pawsome fun will be back on tomorrow. Elizabeth Bryan, NBN News.
Looks like a great day out. It's time for sport now with Montanna, Clare, and the Knights face a tough task tomorrow, Tan.
Good evening, Jane. Yes, they're out of finals contention, but Newcastle still has some goals to tick off this season. They want one last win at home, but they'll have to get past the Broncos to do it. All the details next. Plus, and the Wallaroos on the precipice of their World Cup campaign.
At Repco, show your card and save big. It's that easy. Get 20% off Repco toolkits and sets, plus 25% off coolants, additives, WD-40 lubricants and more. Exclusive to Auto Club members. Repco. Gets you going.
Perfect Italiano is perfect for that. And Perfect Italiano is perfect for that. Not so good for that. But for a delicious meal every time, Perfect Italiano is perfect for that.
Bills piling up for hard-working Australians when they could be comparing and saving. A warning, this footage contains financial decisions some may find disturbing.
Mrs. Lee, you haven't compared insurance or energy bills for years.
I'm flat out with this lot.
You can't... Thank you. You can't get help, you know. Look.
That's a wake-up call.
It pays to compare.
Simples.
Oh, okay, this.
We're still up for ice skating, or is that on hold?
Thank you. We'll take it.
ANZ Falcon technology learns from thousands of data points on your transactions, so it can help spot the difference between you and fraud. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
Okay, Armatron. Pull that deceiver lever. Blocked by Telstra. Oh, what a surprise. I don't even know what that is!
Your home is precious, so are the things inside. And keeping them safe shouldn't cost a fortune. Quote and buy your home and contents insurance online with GIO, and you can save 10% on your first year premium. Get a quote today. The Nick Scali winter sale ends Sunday with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40% during the winter sale. Ends Sunday at Nick Scali.
Longy. Enjoy 35 hot and cold recipes, from rich flavoured espresso to refreshing cold brews and the silkiest foam, hot and cold. Prima Donna Aromatic. Indulge in good taste with one touch. Available now at Harvey Norman.
Block drains? Don't stress. Fluid Plumbing will dispatch a plumber to you the same day when you call before midday. With our high-pressure blaster and remote camera, we'll clear your block drain for just $99. Block drains cleared fast.
Give us a call today.
Go Harvey Norman hot deals on carpet and flooring. Up to 15% off our easy range of stunning on-trend loop pile carpets. Plus up to 15% off timber flooring. From beautiful European oak to classic Australian species. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Tonight's code word is Queen. Enter at nbnnews.com.au or use the QR code for your chance to win.
The Knights' finals chances were put to bed weeks ago, but the coach insists they've still got plenty to play for. Currently in the fight to avoid the wooden spoon, they'll need a win tomorrow in their final home game of the season against the Broncos. No chance at the top 8, but Adam O'Brien says his side is not giving up the fight.
Old Boys Day, great tradition. Another reason to play well. There's always a reason to play well, and that's our supporter base that turn up.
The Knights have won just twice at home this season. Despite that, the doubleheader at McDonald Jones Stadium is a near sellout.
It's remarkable. I think we would be the envy of a lot of clubs. They never cease to amaze me. Some of the weather that we've had, and they just sit out in it. And I understand that we've fallen short on numerous occasions this year, but that's why they're not fans, they're supporters. They support. So, yeah, we owe them a good performance.
Ahead of the clash, the Broncos have been lapping up support in the Hunter too. Thousands packed out Maitland Sports Ground on Thursday to watch Brisbane's open training session.
The crowd they were unreal. Maitland turned out and they came from everywhere, and I heard that people drove for hours just to get to the training sessions.
Three-time Newcastle Rugby League premiers, the Pickers, their opposition.
They showed us a few things. You can understand why they're a good club. Just the way they sort of went about their training, and they were intense, and they were great actually. I can't think of enough.
The extended camper return home for local juniors Payne Haas, Ben Tolte and Fletcher Baker, and a chance for the Broncos to solidify their spot in the top 8 in Ben Hunt's milestone 350th game.
It's a lot of years of rugby league, and to see him back at the club that he started at and doing well for the boys, and the boys love playing with him. It's an important game for us.
While Cessnock junior Brodie Jones is likely to miss the rest of the Knights season with an ongoing shoulder injury. The Sea Eagles are going down swinging as they fight to stay alive in the race to finals. Manly remains a mathematical chance after snapping a 4-game losing streak with a demolition of the Dolphins, celebrating Daly Cherry Evans' 350th match in style.
A match to remember for Daly Cherry Evans, and a strong suggestion it won't be his last milestone.
Whether people say I should stop or keep going, for as long as you're playing for the reasons like this, there's no reason to stop.
Firing up his troops pre-game, the captain front and centre for a fitting tribute. Broken nose not enough to dampen his spirits or his hope that Manly will play finals.
We've got the slimmest of chances, but sometimes that's all you need in footy is just a little bit of hope. And I felt like we played like the shackles were off today and there was nothing to lose.
Nicole Dunn, NBN News.
Manly are praying. Nathan Cleary says Penrith will be able to lift for Thursday's blockbuster against the Bulldogs, despite a second straight Golden Point heartbreak. The Panthers' 20-16 loss to the Raiders in Mudgee, coming after one of the craziest finishes in NRL history.
For that, but we just got to take the lessons and get on with life.
Sort of killing ourselves there, but I think we won't lose confidence that we can go toe to toe with the best teams. We just need to. We need to be on for the full 80 minutes.
They play for each other, and they're a gritty, competitive footy team.
The Bulldogs bounced back well after Cameron Ciraldo's spray last week, but they were left to rue 3 missed chances in a 20-14 loss to Melbourne. The last in the final minute, Stephen Crichton spilling a chance to level the game.
We know we can play at a high level. We know we can play in those style of games, but we need to learn the lessons to make sure next time we get those opportunities, we are icing them.
Storm skipper Harry Grant is unlikely to play again before the finals. He's facing a 2-week ban for a high tackle. Luke Dufficy, NBN News.
The ladder-leading Roosters are locked in a tight contest against the Eels. Scores locked at 12-all at half-time of their NRLW clash. Parramatta hunting a huge upset. The Dragons slumped to a fifth straight loss, going down to the Titans by 18, while the Bulldogs' winless run extended to 6 matches, easily beaten by the Raiders 56-24. New Wallabies captain Fraser McRide is expecting a ruthless response from the Springboks, who led the Aussies 22-0 early in the opening test before leaking 38 unanswered points.
They've dominated us there and super physical. They've made a few changes there and they're looking to probably obviously rectify and bring what they brought in that first 20.
After snapping a 62-year hoodoo in Johannesburg, the Wallabies will aim to end a 33-year losing run in Cape Town tomorrow morning. The Wallaroos are just hours away from opening their Rugby World Cup campaign against Samoa and have declared they're quietly confident of making a deep run.
In the lead up to this World Cup, the hard work everyone has done, both unseen and seen, I think has put us in a really good spot right now to do really well in this World Cup.
England proved why they're the title favourites with a thumping 69-7 win over the USA in front of a record-breaking crowd of 42,000 fans in Sunderland. After the break, the Aussies out for redemption after South Africa claims a one-day series win and an early lead, but no joy for West Ham at home against Chelsea.
Barn, we're all for making Dad's Day. Give him this Armour All gift bucket, now 40% off. Or upgrade his ride with this Pioneer receiver and reverse camera. Get both for $499.99. Autobarn.
All for the drivers.
Get 2 Specsavers hearing aids for the price of none. You heard right, $0 cost to you. Specsavers has got you covered, so book a hearing appointment today. Conditions apply under the Australian Government Hearing Services Program. Standard range only.
40th birthday. Excellent choice. Now, let's talk Father's Day.
How do you spell secateurs?
Father's Day, made by OnePlus U. Drill driver kit, great value at $99.98, available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Ryobi.
Wear for front seat crooners and back seat belters. Those recharging their batteries.
Give it a try.
And those needing a new one.
Thanks so much. No problem.
Wear for helping a member every 30 seconds.
Thanks, mate.
Like Oliver, who just locked his keys in the car. Again. Join Australia's largest roadside assistance network with complimentary My NRMA rewards. Search NRMA Roadside.
All-electric Toyota BZ4X.
Hey Toyota, take us to Evie's Park.
The route guidance will start now. Available now with a 1.9% comparison rate with Toyota Finance. Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota.
And now from beehives to sweet savings. And car enthusiast Chris, who switched to Yui and saved $590 on his car insurance.
It was a real buzz.
Shop around. Try Yui.
Yui, you insured. The Nick Scali winter sale ends Sunday with up to 40% off a huge range of furniture. That's affordable design for everyone. Save up to 40% during the winter sale. Ends Sunday at Nick Scali.
Go Harvey Norman for 4 days only. Pre-order the Google Pixel 10 Pro 128GB for $0 upfront when you connect to a new Optus $69 per month SIM-only plan for 36 months. Pre-order now. Offer ends Sunday at Harvey Norman.
Northern New South Wales football premier competitions are back this weekend. Catch a match live and enjoy all the action. Details at northernnewsouthwalesfootball.com.au.
The Plush Sofa Sale ends Sunday with up to 50% off selected leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush Sofa Sale. Ends Sunday. 45 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think sofas, think Plush.
This report brought to you by Cox Mowers. Cox, proudly engineered Aussie tough for over 70 years.
Australia has lost its one-day series against South Africa, beaten by 84 runs in Mackay. Josh Inglis top scored with 87, but Travis Head, Mitch Marsh and Marnus Labuschagne all failed with the bat. The Aussies head into tomorrow's third and final ODI on the back of 7 losses from their past 8 one-dayers. West Ham opened the scoring with a long-range rocket after just 6 minutes against Chelsea, but that was where the joy ended for the home side. The Blues banging in 5 unanswered goals to secure their first win of the Premier League season in style. The Hammers have lost their opening 2 matches. Returning to rugby league, and the Knights NRLW coach Ben Jeffries has confirmed Beau Vetti Welsh will line up at fullback in their clash with the Broncos tomorrow after she was a late withdrawal in last week's match against the Roosters. Youngster Lily Ann White stepping up instead.
She just had a little bit of instability just as they were warming up. We had no real inkling, but luckily we had Lily White there ready to go. So she did a really good job coming in last minute without any real notice. So, I bet she'll be ready to go.
The women will kick off the double-header at McDonald Jones Stadium from 11:50. Newcastle Rugby League's top 6 are all but locked in, with one more game to be played in the final round tomorrow. The Goannas coming out on top in a tight 2015 win over Central, but the Butcher Boys look to still be in finals contention. Just 2 points separated second place Cessnock to the 5th place Butcher Boys, and hungry to stay in finals contention, the visitors were the first to strike. The Goannas answered back almost immediately. The score locked at 4-4 before the hosts got on the burst and edged ahead. Central tried their luck again before the break, but they'd have to wait until the second. With just 2 points in it, things got heated, and the Goannas took their chance. The visitors fired back to level the score. Logan Radzovic edged Central ahead by 1, but Cessnock still had more in the tank. Final score 20-15. To NPL and Lambton have defeated Edgeworth in this afternoon's minor semi-final. Matthew Cahill got to work for the Jaffers early, striking 10 minutes in and again 6 minutes later. Down but not out, Tyler Harrison put the Eagles on the board, but it wasn't enough, with Jordan Gu landing one last blow for Lambton to hand them a 3-1 win. The Jaffers will now face the winner of tomorrow's major semi between Magic and Western. We're set through to yet another Tri-Series Championship Grand Final in Newcastle netball after a 10-point win over Norths this afternoon. Norths, though, will have another chance to clinch a spot in the decider. They face Nova after the Thunder defeated Souths in a narrow 44-41 win. 2 days of action-packed competition at Sydney's Urban Surf Wave Pool. Newcastle's Lloyd Ogden has come out on top, crowned the 2025 Australian Bodyboarding Champion, his maiden national title.
High pressure, 3 waves, get 3 chances, stuff any of them up, that's it. So, it gets the adrenaline going, and when you make it, it puts a smile on your face.
While Newcastle's Jackson Cruikshank took out the junior men's category and his first Aussie title. Jane, that's our look at sport.
Nice one. Thank you, Montana. Some spring-like temperatures ahead next week. We'll check weather next.
The Never Say Die showstopper, Eels Roosters. Unbelievable! Next, live and free on 9 and 9 now.
When your child is ill or injured, everyday moments matter most. Help keep families together. Learn more about Ronald McDonald House Charities today.
At Spotlight, save more at our big brand bargain sale. NutriBullet Portable Blender, $69. 50% off Coo cushions and 40% off all rugs and runners. So you can make it, plump it and roll it for less. All backed by our bargain guarantee. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
the peoples of Australia will soon know the full genius of our evil power. Unleash the Scamageddon! What's the friggin' issue now, Craig?
Your Highness, it appears our million scams have been scammed.
Telstra. Okay, what was the one rule I said we had to remember? Don't target a mighty network! All right, just stop with the... Nobody cares.
Right now, Energy Australia are offering a little help. You can get 18% less than the electricity reference price. Switch to Energy Australia today.
The Plush Sofa Sale ends Sunday with up to 50% off selected leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush Sofa Sale. Ends Sunday. 45 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think sofas, think plush.
Unfortunately, something's gone wrong.
If a medical error has left you worse off, the world can feel like a lonely place. But Slater & Gordon's medical law experts could help you get the compensation you deserve.
Meet Connie's dynamic duo for peaceful nights. Kids' leak-proof underwear and bed pads. Perfect for keeping kids comfy and dry all night long. Say goodbye, leaks, and hello, sleep with Connie.
Go Harvey Norman. Shop Sleepmaker for Australian-made quality, like the Smartrest Queen mattress. Choice of 4 feels, just $8.99. Upgrade to the deluxe edition for only $11.99. Or enjoy long-lasting support with Sleepmaker Smart Advance. More deals at Harvey Norman now.
A help company would get people back on their feet, make complicated stuff simple, and even try to predict the unpredictable. So that's what we're doing. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
What a relief. Sunshine, blue skies and mild temperatures today, and flood watches have been cancelled for the Hunter Central Coast and Mid-North Coast. Flooding no longer occurring along Wallumbye Brook. It's fallen below minor flood level. You can see on the satellite cloud over New South Wales and southeast Queensland has thinned out as a trough moves offshore, causing showers to ease in New South Wales and southeast Queensland. A cloud band crossing WA and South Australia with a trough is causing showers. Tomorrow, a cold front crossing southeastern Australia should bring coastal showers through South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales and Tasmania. A humid airflow from the Indian Ocean will bring increased rain to northwest and central WA. Showers could develop in onshore winds for far north Queensland and southwest WA. Mostly sunny for the Hunter today. A welcome reprieve with strong south-southwesterlies this afternoon with wind gusts of 50 kilometres an hour. A top of 22 degrees today for Lake Macquarie, 12 to 20 at Nobbies, reaching 21 in Maitland and Tocal, 10 to 22 for Singleton. Tomorrow's forecast is looking good, partly cloudy with a chance of fog in the early morning and just the slight chance of a shower. Light winds on the way tomorrow. 11 to 19 for Newcastle, 18 for the Bay, 20 for Maitland and 19 the top for Scone and Merriwar. Coastal waters information for tomorrow, a strong wind warning with southwesterlies up to 30 knots, season swell at 2.5 metres. The sun to rise at 6:19 and set at 5:30. The morning high tide at 5 minutes past 9. And the forecast for Newcastle, Monday mostly sunny with a slight chance of a shower along the coastal fringe. And we're creeping closer to spring. Some lovely warm weather on the way this week, reaching 24 degrees on Wednesday. The outlook for Scone, sunny and 20 on Monday, 23 on Tuesday. And for Gosford, 8 to 20, the range on Monday. To breaking news now, and the recent heavy downpour has wreaked havoc at the landslip-affected Newcastle suburb of New Lambton. These are pictures just in of inspections at a home on Baker Street, which nearby residents fear has collapsed into a creek. 15 homes were evacuated following the May downpour. One demolition order has been issued so far. This is the latest development as the residents await answers on when they can get back home, and we'll bring you more in tomorrow night's bulletin. And that is the NBN News for this evening. Saturday night footy is up next with the Eels up against the Roosters. From all the team here, enjoy your evening. Good night.